every Sunday for like a month now, I've updated my college football playoff predictions, which I didn't used to do. But man, it's so fluid right now that just this past weekend's results, it could have been a lot worse. Like A&M could have lost, so they didn't. But there's a lot that's changing here. So right now, what I want to remind you really quickly is what we like to do is I like to go conference by conference really quick, like Big Ten. I'm not changing anything in the Big Ten. I'm still taking Ohio State over Indiana. In the SEC, as of now, I will stick with Alabama over Texas A&M because that was my pick from a long time ago. So I don't want to come off of it until I absolutely have to. But Alabama is not mathematically guaranteed to be in that game just if they beat Auburn now. So there's a lot of like tiebreaker stuff that has to get figured out. A&M's probably going to be there. Don't know if Alabama's going to be there. If not them, it would probably be Georgia. So let's see. ACC, this changes every week. Right now, I'm just going to take the teams with the best odds. So give me Georgia Tech over Virginia as my 8:36 p.m. Central Time, November 16th pick. And in the Big 12, still going Texas Tech over Brigham Young. BYU dusted TCU yesterday, which is a good win. No one paid attention to it. That line was 3.5. So they got right back up off the deck. They performed well. They got Cincinnati this week, and keep an eye on that one. So here is where the seeding would be right now. This is where I'm projecting it. Ohio State wins the Big Ten over Indiana. Those are number 1 and number 2. Since I've got Bama winning the SEC, I think they would jump to number 3. I think A&M would fall no further than 4th. So really, it's a different order. Same concept, though. The Big Ten champ and runner-up and the SEC champ and runner-up, those are still the ones that I project to get the first-round buys in the playoff. Now, that would be different if, say, Texas A&M beat Alabama in the SEC championship game. At that point, Bama would be down at like 9 or 10 or somewhere like that. So, yeah, who wins that game all of a sudden? Because Bama lost to Oklahoma yesterday, who wins that game really matters a lot more. Number 5, I've got Texas Tech. There's a lot of arguing out there about whether a Big 12 conference champ, Texas Tech, would jump over an at-large Georgia, jump over an at-large Ole Miss. I think they will. I think that added data point of being a conference champ for Texas Tech, a team whose only loss came with their backup quarterback in, which you can think whatever you want to about, but the committee keeps pointing it out, is going to matter. I think that. Enough to where I've got them projected at 5. Georgia at number 6. Ole Miss at number 7. I've got Oregon winning out right now. So I've got them at number 8. This is where it gets really, really, really muddy. Oklahoma, if they beat Missouri and they beat LSU, I think they're a playoff team. And I think they're a 9 seed. And they could be above Oregon. They could be an 8 seed. They could host a playoff game in Norman. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Notre Dame, I've got at number 10 because I think the resume argument would boost Oklahoma above Notre Dame. I've got Georgia Tech as the ACC champion at 11. And I've got Tulane winning the American right now, much to the chagrin of Auburn fans who probably want John Sumrall to have a nice, solid close to the season. But please report for duty if we hire you. We don't want you mixed up in the playoffs. We don't want that. Shame on you. No, we got Tulane at 12. So this is what the bracket would look like. Hey, wait just a second. I appreciate you guys watching. Most of you are subscribed. If you're not, please do so. It's free. It helps us keep the show free, and that's how we do college football year-round. All right, back to the video. Oh, boy. Here we go. Bracket right now. This is so unhealthy. We would send Oklahoma to Eugene in round 1. We would send Tulane to Texas Tech. Notre Dame would go to Oxford to face Ole Miss. Georgia Tech goes right down the road to Athens to play Georgia. My winners there. Give me Oregon. Give me Texas Tech. Give me Georgia. And give me Notre Dame. Now, let me tell you what that gives us in the second round. Again, our projections continue to indicate you are getting the shaft if you're the number 1 seed. I would much rather be the 3 seed here, the 2 seed. Ohio State as the 1 seed gets Oregon. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, if you're a Buckeye fan, I think we're better than Oregon. Of course you are. That's not the point. The point is the caliber of matchup you're going to get. Compared to I don't know. I mean, I don't want to denigrate anyone. But anyway, so I would take Ohio State over Oregon. I would take Texas A&M over Texas Tech. Give me Alabama over Georgia, and give me Notre Dame over Indiana, which is going to be controversial. That's a replay, or a rematch rather, of last year's game that was in South Bend. And our Final Four there, good matchups, man. That's Ohio State A&M. That's Notre Dame, Alabama. I'm keeping my national championship game the same right now. So give me Ohio State versus Alabama. I'll still keep my national championship the same right now. I'll take Alabama to win it. If Ohio State and Alabama are on the field right now, I feel a lot better about Ohio State. I don't want to be the guy who comes off a championship prediction only for the championship prediction to verify, because that's a worse spot to be in. Socially, I would never live it down. I need Alabama to work on themselves. I need you guys to get right. Ohio State did it last year. Just use their blueprint. That's all you got to do. Just use the Ohio State blueprint. A couple of more things and we're out of here. FanDuel, the exclusive odds provider of our show. There are a lot of things that you could check out there right now. Now, many of you bet on this. Not all of you bet on this, which is totally fine by me. If you got any doubts about whether you should be, don't. Don't. If there's a single doubt, don't be betting on this stuff. But that doesn't mean that you can't go just check out the numbers. I have a ton of you that tell me, yeah, I've never bet a dime. I just like that I can go look at the odds at FanDuel. And not just the odds on like who's favored Saturday between BYU and Cincinnati. You can go look at who the odds on favorite to win the Heisman is right now. You can go look at who's favored to make the playoff out of the G5. It's very interesting. It's fluid. Those numbers move all week. And you can sign up right now if you're a new customer, and you can use FanDuel.com/Josh Pate to do that. Bet $5, win, and get $150 in bonus bets. Just that simple. Our show has amazing numbers. We've done some amazing things with the show over the past 4 years. I am eternally grateful to you guys for even putting us in position to where we can own the show. We get to do whatever we want to with it. We get to broadcast it whenever we want. We get to go however long we want. Just kind of an amazing thing, an amazing place to be in the evolution of sports media and stuff like that. That's boring. I don't want to talk about that. There's something we've wanted to do with the show for a long time. For a long time, we wanted to take ownership of the show, right? And then we did that. So once you have ownership of the show, you can kind of do whatever you want. And then the next thing we wanted to do is we wanted to start having live events. I don't mean taking this show and doing the show live. I mean having live events. Full-on stage, sold-out theater, interactive live events. And I am very happy to announce that in about a month, a little less than a month, we're going to do that. And tonight I can announce that Friday, December 5th, the night before the SEC championship game at the Buckhead Theater in Atlanta, Georgia at 7 p.m., we will have our first live show. Tickets are on sale as we speak at patestatematerial.com. There's a live events tab there. We expect this to sell out very quickly. So to our friends there in Atlanta, maybe to our friends in College Station who plan on being in Atlanta, maybe our friends in Tuscaloosa plan on being in Atlanta, maybe our friends in Athens plan on being in Atlanta. And even if they're not, it's a short drive. You can make it there anyway. Or maybe you just live in Macon or Columbus or Chattanooga and you're a friend of the program and you want to make your way down. Going to have some surprise guests there. Going to have exclusive merch that you can only acquire at said live event. Going to have tons of giveaways. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really interactive. I want to stress again, this is not us broadcasting an episode of the show. There is no live feed of this. There is no replay of this. The only way you're seeing this one is if you're there in person. And the fun thing about that format is you can kind of say anything you want to. Tell any story you want to. Throw any staffer under the bus you want to. After all, no one's going to tell. No one's going to tell. It's just amongst us, right? So we're looking very forward to this night before the SEC championship game there in Atlanta, December 5th.